Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading, Pisces. We are going to ask who you are, what motivates you, what you've overcome, and how you view the other. Yes, there is another in this reading, so we're going to ask the same of the other, who they are, what motivates them, etc., etc. Now, because there are two energies in this reading, sometimes it is possible that those energies might flip, so keep that in mind if you start to feel like you're the other in this reading. It could also be a situation where I am reading for the cross watcher, or possibly that you are dealing with another Pisces or someone who has a strong Pisces placement or that's significant to your situation in their chart. So we're going to get started. We're going to get started first with the Energy Oracle deck, and then we're going to get into the Rider-Waite Tarot. My Pisces friends, who are you? Who are you, Pisces? Okay, who are you? You are standing at the garden and the gate. You're kind of thinking, it's almost like you're thinking about making a choice or a decision here. Like you're wanting to kind of get out of a zone of comfort here and maybe expand yourself and move beyond that. You don't really know what lays on the other side of that. So there could even be something that you're dealing with here and you don't know what's on the other side of that. You feel like you're comfortable right now where you stand. Interesting. I'm getting someone with who's had an envelope delivered to the house. And there's information in that envelope, and it's kind of like it's going to change everything, or it could be like a voicemail or something. Yeah, that's very interesting how this is coming through. So for the envelope situation almost feels like somebody who maybe wanted to get accepted, although I think stuff like that comes through email now too, but it could be that. It could be like seeing an email come in and go, oh God, that's the answer. I'm going to know once I click on that, or like if you're trying to get accepted to a university or get a job or something like that. There could even be like, right, it could be a voicemail and you can see who called and you know that they're calling because they're calling to give you the answer to something. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, because it feels like, you know, you understand where you are. You're very comfortable with where you are until you click on that email or until you listen to that voicemail. Then that takes you into an area that is unknown to you. That's very curious how that's come through. I've never had that come through like that on that card, but I can totally see how that's possible. What motivates you? A man holding a heart. It could be somebody who loves you, is trying to motivate you to do something here. Or, that's funny, right? Because it's almost like, come on, the gate. You can do it. Like somebody who loves you. Either someone who loves you is trying to kind of push you out through this gate to try to take a chance, or maybe you love someone and you're like, should I do that? Should I make that move? Should I go over here? Should I talk to them? What you've overcome. The thinking man. Interesting. Okay. All right. I feel like maybe you've, okay. It looks like to me that maybe there's some sort of an intellect or someone like that. It could be somebody who's sword-based energy that you were involved with, or you had something going on with them, or could even be your own thoughts. But the fact that you have these two masculine energies here, you're motivated by someone who is very loving and caring, and you're like, I'm done with this. The thinker. Okay. You're wanting to step out of a comfort zone here. Oh, that thinker man tried to get into what motivates you. He's trying to get over there. Okay. It could also be like you're trying to get out of your head and you're trying to go with your heart too. If you're taking, right, because masculine energy is active. It's active. It's doing something. It's going forward and doing something. So that also looks like to me that you're trying to get out of your head and making a decision and trying to go with your heart. How you view the other, we just don't know who they are yet. Strategy. You view the other as somebody who's strategic. Maybe they're making some type of a plan right now. Maybe they just do that general in life. They're always kind of being strategic and making plans. I don't know. Maybe that's the thinking man, because that's somebody who might be doing that. Yeah, could be. Okay, so let's see who they are. Who are they? Oh, they are a storm warning, difficulties. This person could be going through some sort of difficulties. They might bring difficulties in your life. What motivates them? Oh, caring connection. Interesting. Caring connection motivates them. Maybe this person, if this person is coming into your reading, I feel like it's relevant. Like there's, okay, I feel like there's someone here, and maybe you and this person just don't think about the same things. Maybe you're just not on the same page mentally here. It's like you might, this person is motivated by developing a friendship or partnership, connections that are very like intimate and caring. That's what motivates them. You're motivated by love and emotions and family. What they've overcome. What have they overcome? Financial constraints. So maybe this person was going through a financial difficulty. They were needing to make some choices here about what they really wanted, but what they really needed. It's like, well, no, I need bread and butter this week. I don't need cake. I don't need cake. Kind of like that sort of vibe. This person may have had, maybe they had a loss in their job also. Okay. How they view you. Fifth chart, you're expressing yourself. They view you as expressing yourself, as speaking saying what's on your mind, saying what's in your heart. Okay. I think we're going to need tarot here, right? Actually, I'm not done yet. How do you know, or how are you connected to this person? How does Pisces know? How does Pisces know, or how are they connected to this person? Healer of the ages. That's interesting. You're connected to this person through some sort of Christ consciousness energy. Maybe something through the 5D, or there's been some deep healing that's been going on between you and this person, or you and this person trigger each other into deep healing. Interesting. The whole thing is upright. It seems to be the way with my decks lately. It must be the way I'm shuffling them. So action journey. That's the underline. Taking action to go towards a journey, pushing harder to get to a point where you want some sort of freedom here, or you want to experience inspiring adventures. Maybe that's something that has been in the past for you. So we are going to go into the tarot to get a little more depth here in this. You are the garden and the gate. I do feel like you're trying to get out of a comfort zone or something that you... Interesting, the Two of Wands. You're really imagining what's on the other side of something here for you. What is on the other side of this? What could it be? What are the possibilities? You know that there's some sort of action of yourself that is needed to get to that. Something that you need to do. Right? It's like, click on that email. Open up the voicemail. Open the envelope that came in the mail. But it also feels like once you do this, you don't turn back. Like you can't, it's like you can't stick the toothpaste back in the tube is sort of the feeling here. You can't unknow something that you would know. What motivates you? Okay, so if you are trying to push yourself out of a comfort zone, the possible motivation for that, it doesn't have to be that this motivation is connected to that action or who you are right now, but it could be. And if it is, I want to say you're motivated by people that you care about. That's what motivates you, is caring, is love and affection. Thoughtful. If these are people that you are making choices, do I move towards this person? Do I think I want to build with this person? It kind of comes down for you that these people or this person would be very thoughtful, very emotionally aware and developed. So what motivates you is man holding a heart. The King of Pentacles. Could be. It could be a fatherly figure. It could be a husband. It's somebody who is both... And I mean, it could be a caring partner. I mean, that's kind of like the King of Pentacles is sort of that energy. So what motivates you is, I want to say, is to be both caring and have some type of somebody who's accomplished something here. Somebody who's accomplished something, somebody who is has a lot of experience, a lot of stability. The things that they have around them, they grow and flourish. And that's right. It's almost like to say anybody can build something, but who can allow something to grow, to flourish, to really prosper. And that comes from, you know, being thoughtful and caring about others, or what it is that you're creating. That's what motivates you. It's a nice energy. It is sort of like the things that you have in life. You want to, but you're standing at the gate. That's what's interesting. Because the standing at the gate too. Okay, the standing at the gate energy feels a little bit like what motivates, like this side of the gate that you're standing on. Feels a bit like that. It feels like the side of the gate that you're standing on is where this King of Pentacles and man holding the heart energy would be. Maybe that's why you don't walk out the gate. Maybe that's why you don't think beyond or imagine to, or take the action of what you imagine outside of the gate. Yeah, the King of Pentacles and a man holding the heart feels like the space within the gate that you find yourself in, which is very stable, very loving, very supportive. But you kind of wonder what's on the other side. What you've overcome is the thinking man, a wise man to teach you and grow. Could be a love interest or a friend. The Seven of Cups, what you've overcome. You may have overcome trying to figure somebody out here. I kind of feel like for some of you that there's someone here that was maybe a part of an experience here. Like, it's not necessarily bad to stay on the side of the gate that you're on. Because I feel like you are, and that's kind of like you're not taking any action to move past that. And why? Because, well, maybe you do have people around you. You have someone around you who is quite patient and caring. They may be stubborn at times, but there's love, there's family support. I mean, it's a good place to be, honestly, right? Like, and all of these flowers and everything on that side of the gate are really doing well. You know, there's opportunities out there. If you feel like you've run out of places to plant seeds, you know, definitely there's places out there. But, you know, that's not going to be easy to grow things out there. It's going to take a long time to get what you already have inside the gate. You've overcome some sort of thoughts here that maybe had you emotionally confused. There might have been somebody that was saying something to you or offering something to you that was like kind of too good to be true here. Some sort of illusions. Recognizing that there's some type of effort that would need to be made, or not recognizing, maybe not recognizing that there's an effort that needs to be made here. Could be somebody who's not making any effort. This could be appearing in so many different ways for you. For some of you, this could be somebody that has tempted you. Like if you're in a committed relationship, it could be someone who has tempted you. They've given you a lot of thoughts that take you outside of the comfort zone that you find yourself in. It could also be like someone who is kind of teaching you different experiences here. It doesn't have to be romantic. Could just strictly be a friend. And you're not, they kind of leave you wondering, like, what are all the possibilities out there? I feel like the fact that you're standing on the side of the gate that you are is because you feel like you're surrounded by energy that really supports you. So how you view this other is strategy, somebody making a plan. That's also very interesting because the storm warning, who they are, this is somebody that might make life difficult. Strategy. Oh, the Four of Wands. Oh, I feel like it is. That's funny. What motivates you? So, okay. I'm going to describe it the first way I see it, and hopefully I won't forget the second. But this really does kind of feel like to me that this is someone here who, I don't know, someone who's trying to tempt you out of a relationship. But like, why would you do that when you have everything that you want? You know, like maybe there's some things that are being presented to you that, well, yeah, I don't have that here. Well, that's a possibility. But you could move into another experience here with another person, and you might get some things that you don't have with somebody that you're with, or some, even like, this doesn't even have to be a partner. I mean, it could be a work situation you can find yourself in. It could be like where you live. Somebody's trying to put some, it's like somebody's trying to put some thoughts into your head here. And yeah, you could gain some things that you don't have now, but you could also lose some things that you have now. It is kind of like, this is somebody who's strategizing for a partnership. That's how you view them. I should say that. That's not necessarily who they are, but it is how you view them. Okay, the other thing I'm going to say is you don't necessarily have to be in a relationship or something committed here. Okay, and the thing that motivates you is substance, because this is kind of like castles in the sky. Actually, one of the tarot decks actually shows this is castles in the sky. So it's just like thoughts and ideas that are not really cemented into anything, and nothing is created out of it. So you're out of that stage. You could, and maybe like even people that you're dealing with, could even be people that you're dealing with in terms of, hey, you know what, there's this great thing happening a couple of weeks from now. Wouldn't it be great to get together and do that? Oh yeah, I would love to do that with, but then they don't follow through. Like, you don't get anything out of this. It's always just ideas. You're over that. That's what you are over. You're not doing that anymore. You're not interested. You are interested in things that have substance here, things that are tangible, things that are actually created, and what do I love, and what do I put my effort into, and how do I see that grow? That's what motivates you, right? So this could even be a shift for you in terms of the type of people that you've been dealing with. It could be a shift for you in terms of the type of partners that you're looking for. But you see someone over here as being strategic in partnership. Okay. All right. So they are a storm warning. That's who they are. Okay, this person could be struggling with some sort of difficulty going on within themselves. This could be appearing outwardly. There could be a combination going on here of, if there's something, okay, like I want to say these can kind of like, they appear, if there's something going on externally in your world that can start to affect a person internally. And if they have a lot of internal demons and things going on in there, that's definitely going to start to affect their external world. So that's who they are. So this person has a lot of difficulty within themselves, their outside world. Let's see where this difficulty originates from. Let's ask that. Whoa. Okay, some type of dramatic change. That's where this difficulty originates from. I still don't have the answer. Did that happen internally? Is it something internally or externally? Because if there's something going on internally and somebody is refusing to address it, and there's some type of change or tower moment that needs to be made for this person, and they're not doing it, they're not taking the action to do it, the universe is going to come in and do it and create a tower moment and create some kind of destruction for them. So it's still, I mean, whatever it is, it's something that needed to change. This probably, to answer the question, it always starts internally to some degree. Because from inside, we create outside. From above, we create below. So I feel like that this is something that's to some degree started internally. We all have things like that happen. And then, you know, it gives us like, wow, fodder here. Like, oh my gosh, what's going on in my life? A lot of times the first reaction is, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? But then often through time, we can look back at ourselves and go, okay, I understand how I did that to myself. Or I understand how I allowed that to happen to me. Or I understand how I allowed myself to be taken advantage of in a situation. Or I allowed myself not to have a boundary here, whatever it could be. But that's who they are. This person is going through a dramatic change, a tower moment, and they have a lot of difficulties within themselves and their outside world. What motivates them is a caring connection, friendships and partnerships. But maybe, okay, so that's interesting because you see someone here as being strategic with partnerships and friendships. Okay, maybe maybe this is one of those types of people that when things are going difficult for them, then they're looking for people around them to support them. Because you're seeing strategy in somebody here. Well, in this person. And what motivates them is caring connections. Maybe too, this is, I mean, if something bad is going on for someone, that's also a good time to recognize when someone really is a friend and when somebody is just like a good time friend. So caring connections is what motivates this person. The Nine of Cups, happiness and celebration, people that they can celebrate with. Interesting that I have, is it? Yeah, there's a little star between over drinking. I don't know. Maybe this person's looking for drinking buddies. They want things that feel expansive with easy growth too. Just seeing Jupiter has come home, Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter and Pisces is the Nine of Cups. Isn't that interesting? Yes. Yeah, and I think Mars in Pisces is the Ten of Cups. So this person sees happiness with you. Interesting. Okay, and this person's going through a difficult time. I'm wondering if you're thinking that this person is perhaps interested in you or wanting to spend time with you because they want someone to help them feel happy in a difficult time. Could be. I mean, it doesn't have to be that extreme, but that's a part of what you're seeing here. You're seeing this person is strategic with their partnerships. Maybe there's something that has this person's observation of this person's partnerships, if you've had the opportunity to do that, like if this is not a brand new person in your life. Maybe there's been situations here where you've noticed that that person gravitates to certain people because there's an advantage for them in doing that. So what they've overcome is some type of a financial constraint. So they've overcome a financial constraint in some way here, with that their finances were tied up or held back, or loss of job. The Page of Swords. Okay, I feel like this person has seen themselves out of something. My nose just got super itchy, like tickly. Okay, connecting their intellect with their consciousness. Connecting their intellect. Sorry, when I say intellect, I'm like observational skills with the consciousness. Clear-sighted. I don't know, they've overcome some sort of financial obstacle or situation, or they see the way. Oh my God, they see the way to do that. Because they are looking at you. Your happiness? Is this person looking at you for some sort of financial thing? We'll clarify that. How they view you is the 5th chakra. It says, let's see what the tarot says. Sometimes the tarot will say you're not saying anything, but or you're saying something. Oh, you ain't talking anymore. You're not talking anymore. Well, that makes sense. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what is this? Yeah. Oh, this really looks like someone. I'm wondering if it's someone that you've blocked or someone that you refuse to talk to. That's what that is. They see you as someone who won't talk. Ah. I don't know who, like, if this person has been strategic towards you to, like, create a relationship, build a relationship, but I don't know. It really looks like you're in something really, really good that you shouldn't get yourself out of. I'm curious, you have the Healer of the Ages here. Maybe this is somebody that you've been helping, like, to heal. And they've developed some sort of like a Florence Nightingale gaze on you. Or, you know, like somebody falls in love with their doctor or their nurse. This person seems a bit like trouble, no? I mean, they are right now, they're the Tower moment and they're a storm warning. I mean, that's not the best person to be building anything with, to be honest. You can be supportive for someone like that. Maybe you were, and maybe this person is getting the wrong impression. You are the garden in the gate with the Two of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. You're protecting your path here. This, one of the first times, this really comes across to me as somebody who doesn't want to get out. Like, this is a comfortable situation that she's in. But with all the other cards that have come out, there's like not a really good reason to get out of that spot. Maybe life feels a little bit too comfortable and predictable. Right? Well, because of storm warning over there, that could really change things up for you. Because this is like you're protecting your long-term path. Oh, interesting. And what motivates you is like, well, yeah, I think that you have, some of you here have a really caring partner. And like, there's no reason in the world that you would move outside of that. The King of Pentacles and a man holding a heart. The freaking King of Pentacles came out and landed, I'm trying to pick it up, on the King of Pentacles. I love doing a double deck where we have the same. So King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say, I feel like you don't want this King of Pentacles to know something. There might also be like a sense of withdrawing here. You're motivated to kind of look internally right now. You might even be like, maybe you're a bit of a tough love for this person. This person looks like, I don't know, they could use some type of guidance possibly, right? You might be kind of withdrawing. Yeah. The Knight of Swords to the Hermit, that is somebody, it feels like somebody who's made a quick decision to withdraw. You're trying to protect your long-term stability here. This person is, I don't know, like a shitstorm. Storm warning. The Thinking Man and the Seven of Cups is what you've overcome. The Five of Wands, the world, oh, and the Sun. The Five of Wands, the world, and the Sun. No, you know where your bread is buttered. I mean, this is honestly like you're moving away from this conflict is over for you. This, I don't know, even like some sort of competition, but yeah, that's over. You know, it's kind of like you know where your bread is buttered. You know where your truth is. You know where your happiness lies. I don't really, this does look like I don't know, it looks like it could be, just based on these cards, you can switch the gender. I mean, just the way it's coming across, though, it does look like a young woman, or it could be an older woman. It looks like a woman, and that there's a man here that is important to you. This is your husband, or this is somebody that you really love. If it's not that, it's your own stability and your own sort of long-term future here that you've created, and you put a lot of love in that, and it has to do with your own family unit too. Like, you're kind of like protecting who you are and what you've got here. What you're not considering at all is any sort of conflict. You're not getting involved in conflict. You're not building castles in the sky here. You're building real castles, and you know where your bread is buttered. There'd be no reason for you to make some sort of a foolish choice or decision here that would take you away from that. And you see this other person as being strategic in their relationships. Right? And so the strategy, because I'm telling you, it looks like this person, oh no, what they've overcome. Maybe they've overcome looking for a solution to a financial problem. So maybe they found that. I should say that. I was just the way this person was looking at you, at your pile of cards. So, okay, what they've overcome. They've overcome looking for a solution to a financial problem. So they found a solution to their, okay, sorry. I don't know, maybe they're not looking for you to money. I have to correct that. But maybe they are. You all know your own story. But you see them as strategic in partnership. The Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, the Emperor. Kind of feels like is this person trying to do something to get you to show your feelings, or for you to participate? You are not like having any of this. I don't know what this person is doing, but you're not interested in that. Somebody's trying to get you to look at your options here. Someone's trying to get you to look at your options. Like, things would be better on this side of the fence. And you're like, there's nothing on that side of the fence. Everything is on this side of the fence. And this person could be too, like with the Emperor card, this person could be trying to kind of control a situation or be a little bit domineering or aggressive with this. They are, I'm going to say though, you do have the Two of Wands. It's something you've at least given some sort of thought to. I should ask that. Why are you looking out at the Two of Wands? Oh, not very long. Okay, if you did, you didn't for very long. No. The Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I'm going to shove that back in. That answered the question. If it was something that you considered, you didn't consider it for very long. This would be the end of me. That would be all over. I'm not going to do that. Okay, who they are. This person is this Tower Storm. Oh my God. The Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Okay, what motivates them is the Nine of Cups with a caring connection. Healing. You do have the Healer of the Ages. We've got to ask about this. I feel like when I do these readings, I get like very sympathetic for the person I'm reading for, and then I come over here and I'm sympathetic. There's the odd time I don't, where I'm like, oh my God, this person is a real fucker. But I'm not. I'm kind of not in this one. But anyways, so, okay, because this person is looking for love and happiness. That's what they're looking for. And maybe it's been hard to find. The Nine of Wands, sort of. Okay, so but that's not your problem. Okay, I'm just going to say that. That's not your problem. But it does look like this person has had some difficulties here. And, yeah, the thing that I don't know, we're going to have to pull this out there, because sometimes the Nine of Cups to me, not just sometimes, a lot of times, it's about like having your own emotional sovereignty. It's like other people are not responsible for your happiness. So what motivates them is a caring connection with the Nine of Cups. Am I linking that to you more in a way than I shouldn't? Because it's Jupiter and Pisces. So it's coming up with this Pisces energy. As long as this person is not thinking, well, you know what I'm going to say? I don't even think it's an option. This doesn't even look like an option at this point. It looks like you know where your life is good. Why change that, and why take a chance? Oh, actually, it sounds really stupid. Like, why take a chance on someone? So this person definitely, it looks like they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot, but the Nine of Wands is there. Is this person healed? Let's ask that, because the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, it's kind of like, can somebody else make me happy? I don't know. The are they healed? Oh, well, we have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the High Priestess. I'm going to say, I feel like the universe is in the process of healing this person. There's something there. They have a good idea to, it's kind of like to go to deeper information, deeper knowledge, inspired to look deeper. That says it. Inspired to look deeper. This person is inspired to look deeper. into the unknown here, into things that they haven't seen maybe about themselves. Oh, that's a good thing. What motivates them is Nine of Cups and caring connections. Six of Cups, Three of Swords, the King of Wands. Six of Cups, Three of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay, I feel like somebody hurt this person? Somebody has hurt this person. It's almost like a very attractive person has hurt them. It's weird with the King of Wands. I don't know where he's come from all of a sudden. But like somebody from their past here has hurt them. It could be somebody who kind of played them, or it could be somebody, the King of Wands can be known as if any of the kings are going to come out as somebody who's got more than one partner going on, it would be the King of Wands. So what motivates them? Is it to find happiness and friendship on the other side of somewhere here where somebody has hurt them? Can you clarify this Nine of Cups for me? Specifically, this Nine of Cups. Oh, Four of Wands. Oh my gosh, that's what you see this person. This person wants to build happiness with you, and I feel like you're like trying to keep them away from you. Maybe you're like even looking at this person like, I think you're on the rebound. I don't think you're, I don't know. They've overcome Page of Swords financial constraints. The Chariot, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Cups. They've overcome the Chariot. I feel like this person's being able to see things more clearly. I'm feeling this like the Tower, right? The Tower comes down and all this dust goes up in the air and life seems very confusing and unknown. And then the dust starts to settle. I want to say have they overcome a period here where the dust has started to settle for them? They're seeing things more clearly. They may still be missing like the higher opportunity for them. I gotta be clear. It does not look like you talk to this person. So I'm gonna say that with the World and the fifth chakra, you are not talking to this person. That's how they view you. Why is it's a successful conclusion. That's what it said. That's it. There's nothing more to say. The World card. The Hierophant and the Star. Again, you know what? It kind of comes out that you have a commitment with where you're meant to be. You have a commitment with what is your blessing in life. You have like a real dream here that's grounded into the 3D. This person is just like castles in the sky. The fifth chakra. What do I want to ask about that? What was the last thing you said to this person? Or what was spoken about the last thing? Because this is not... Oh. The Lovers, the King of Cups, the Three of Cups, Justice, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, no. Wow. This is like basically... I don't know if there was a discussion here where somebody said... I don't know, you're my person. Do you feel this? Let's get together. This is karma. This is dharma. And like, no, sad. Sorry. Wow. You're like a heartbreaker here, Pisces. You are like a serious heartbreaker. Healer of the ages. I want to say if there's some sort of healing that has gone on here, it's been tough healing. Healer of the ages. Ace of Wands, the Moon, and the Ace of Pentacles. It's sort of like hidden desires, deepest, darkest secrets, into tangibility. Healing the tangible. What's with the Moon? What kind of fears or just a judgment? Judgment, Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I want to, I don't, yeah. This feels like making the wrong decision. Making the wrong decision? Okay, I feel like something has gone on here. And there's been two major lessons for you and another person. This is possibly somebody that was looking at you and they were like, oh yeah, you're my person. And you may have like thought about it for a minute or thought, am I not with the right person? Or could have been something like that. Or is this my person? And over time, and when I say over time, I don't know what kind of time. Like, I don't know if this is something that has taken days, weeks, months, years, whatever it could be. You've recognized that you have something tangible. Wherever you are in life, you have something tangible, or that's what you want. And there's someone else here who's more like castles in the sky. Let's just dream and imagine this. But when you like try to put something that is like a fantasy into real brick and mortar, it's not going to happen. It's not going to build like that. There's no blueprint that will support that. But the healing that's gone on here is for you realize, I know the path that I'm on, and that is the right path. Like, it's almost like a confirmation for you. Like, something may have even come in to challenge this, or to ask you, are you truly happy where you are with what you have? And then this energy over here has gone through a major lesson of needing to look within themselves to determine what brings them happiness. Yeah. And the 4, oh yeah, 4. Okay, it starts with the Ace of Swords, this underline. The Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles was attached to, are you looking on the other side of where you are? And you're like, no, no, not doing that. So Two of Pentacles, Empress, Page of Cups. See, the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, that's not really a very big offer for Empress, right? That's not, it's like, meh. The Four of Pentacles, being closed off, healing, and a new plan. Wow, that was quite the reading. What was underlying here? Nine of Swords, High Priestess, Two of Cups, Six of Cups. Complicated. I want to say, if anything, maybe a complicated friendship. But wow, a lot of learning there. Wow, this is a long reading. I feel like I was just talking a mile a minute. That's what I have, Pisces. I'm going to go do the extended. If you want to follow me to the extended, I'm going to ask, what secret do you need to release and why? What secret does this person have and why do they keep it? There are two options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.